Hi guys, so I'm with little Tristan today to make this video, and as you can see he's not too impressed that he's had to get up with me to make this video because I think he's still a bit sleepy. I love how he looks like he's kind of awake but kind of asleep. Every time my mum walks in the room she's like, Tristan wants you because he's waking up. Yeah, he's really sweet. He's my tiny little guy, and like I said in a different video, I will explain the reasons why I have each baby and how I got them and things like that, kind of separately and in different videos, kind of when the time is right, but for now you can just appreciate his cute. Yeah, so here he is. He's wearing his little, well actually it's not his, it's more Jet's because it's a little bit too big for him, but I had to put it on him because it's just really cute. It's got a little bow tie on it and it says, "Ladies, I have arrived." And we got this again from Laura's little shop on Instagram, babyessentials.co. And like I said last time, you should really go check it out because the prices are just ridiculous and the clothes are lovely. So yeah, go and check that out. But anyway, I'm making this video today because I've been tagged by the lovely baby girl Ida on YouTube, and her name is the same on Instagram, I think, to make this video. It's just kind of a few questions about Reborns. If you don't know who she is already, go and check her out because she is genuinely one of the loveliest people ever. We've kind of known each other, have existed for maybe about 2 years now, and we've always been saying, oh yeah, we'll have a conversation soon, or we'll have a proper chat soon, we'll catch up soon. But instead we just commented on each other's videos for probably about 2 years. And finally a few days ago we thought, oh, maybe we should have a conversation, and we've been talking ever since, and we get on really well, and she's just a really lovely person. So if you don't already know who she is, you should definitely go check her out. And her babies are beautiful, which is of course a huge bonus. But anyway, I'm going to get started on this, on these tag questions. I'm going to try not to, I really don't know why I'm shaking so much. I'm going to try not to, but there we go. So the first question is, how long have you been collecting Reborns? I've actually been collecting Reborns for quite some time now. I'd probably say, if you include Ashton Drake's in there too, it would be around, actually I think 10 years, 9 or 10 years. I got my first Ashton Drake when I was around 9 or 10, maybe even 8. I think I was about 9 though. I saw one in the back of a magazine, an advert for baby Emily, the sleeping baby Emily, and I fell in love with her and I really wanted her, so I got her for Christmas on my birthday. And after that I got the awake baby Emily, and then I finally, I think I bought one for myself with my own money later on, and eventually it just got into Reborns. I think I maybe got my first Reborn when I was 11 or 12, I think. So yeah, quite a long time, and I can genuinely say that they will always be a part of my life. I just can't imagine being without them, and yeah, I just feel really blessed that I did find them and that I've been able to build this little family up. So yeah, that was the first question. The next one is, sorry, I've got my leg over the questions that I've written down so I can't see them. How many Reborns are in your current collection? Okay, so you saw in my other video, I think you saw 7 of my babies: Esme, Ollie, Ruby and Rupert, Jet, Buddy and Tristan. However, I am expecting two other little boys actually. One's called AJ and one is called Lyndon, and I'm not going to tell you too much about those yet because it's a surprise really, because I've not really revealed anything about them, not much about them anyway, on my Instagram either. My Instagram, if anybody is on here that doesn't already follow me, is what is it called? It's just called Jade's Babies with no spaces or anything, so you can follow us on there too if you'd like. But yeah, I've not really revealed much about them yet, so that's all I'm going to say. So it will be 9 when those 2 come, which I never expected. I never expected to have such a big kind of family of Reborns, but I love them all so much and I just can't imagine being without them. So yeah, 9 when the 2 I'm expecting come home. The next one is, what is the maximum number of Reborns you want or could manage? Now this is kind of funny because if I'd have done this tag maybe 2 years ago, I'd have said 2 or 3. But just as my collection or family or whatever, I like to say family because I think collection, to me they're more of a collection. So I like to call them my little reborn family. But as my family have grown, I've become kind of more and more accustomed to being able to deal with more babies, and feeling not so guilty if I don't spend exactly the same amount of time with each baby how I used to feel, because at the end of the day they're beautiful pieces of artwork and they will happily sit wherever you put them for as long as you want to put them there for. That didn't make any sense, but you know what I mean. So as long as they're all looked after properly and they're taken care of well and they get some cuddles at least, then you know all of my babies are very loved. So I'm happy to have a bigger collection now. My babies sleep on a bookshelf. I don't know whether you saw on my introduction video, but I'm actually buying another bookshelf because they won't all fit now. So that will mean that I have some more space. So maybe in the future they'll have some more brothers and sisters. But I'm just past the point of feeling overwhelmed with having a lot of babies now because I just love them all so much. They're all so different, and I pick each one up and they all give me their own special little feeling, and I love them all the same amount. So yeah, I'm just past that point now, and I just love them all to pieces, and I really appreciate the beauty of the work that goes into them, and the fact that they're like, as my friend said once, they're like little 3D paintings. And I just think having, you know, different people's artworks in this kind of form is just a really nice thing to have. So yeah, so to be honest, I don't really have an answer to the maximum. Just, I don't know, just if there's a baby that I really fall in love with and that I can afford to adopt at the time, then I wouldn't say no. So I'm just going to leave it there. If you could only have one reborn from your current collection, or I think they called it, or a dream baby, but all of my babies are dream babies, so it says who and why. I find this question incredibly difficult because I genuinely, people are always like, you can't not have a favourite, but I don't have a favourite because I just love each one for the baby that they are and for the beauty that they kind of offer. So this is a really difficult question. But I was in the bath yesterday, and this is a really weird thing to be thinking in the bath, but I was thinking if there was a fire, I would no doubt, like, you know, people would say, like, what would you pick first? It would be one of my babies or as many as I could pick up. And I was thinking, what if I could only pick one baby? Like, who would be the first baby that I would grab? You know, kind of not thinking about it just automatically. And although I love them all exactly the same, and that's a genuine comment, I think I would probably pick Esme up first. And that's not saying that I don't love any of the other babies the same amount as Esme, because I really do, but just simply because Esme was the first baby that kind of got me into Reborns as a thing that was a permanent fixture in my life, and she was the first baby to kind of steal my heart and keep it. And she is who she's the reason that I have so many other babies now, because she showed me how much I could love them. So I think for that reason I would just automatically grab Esme, despite the fact that I do love them all the same, and I feel awful saying that I would pick one. But in the spur of the moment, I think it would probably be Esme. However, I love them all the same. So we'll just, I'm going to leave it at that. Because I don't want to... Yeah, if I could, to be honest, I think I would probably try and grab them all and waddle out the house with every single one of them. Kind of stuff some up my jumper and put some on my head. And I'd find a way probably to take them all. So it's probably not even a question I need to think about. So we'll just ignore that one. And the next one is, what is my favourite size baby? And again, I find this really hard because I love having a variety of different sized babies. Like Tristan is tiny and I absolutely adore cuddling him, and he's really easy to carry around, and I can hold him whilst I do my work for uni and things like that. Just because he's so tiny, he's really convenient to hold and snuggle, and he's super easy to change. He just slips in and out of everything. But also Esme, who is my biggest baby, she's size 3 to 6 months, and there's more of her to cuddle. And while she's heavier and chunkier and probably the most difficult to dress, I just love holding her and cuddling her too, because she's just so snuggly and she falls straight into your arms. And there's also kind of it's a different style. I don't know whether it's the same in other countries, but in the UK it's kind of baby things in terms of clothes up until the 3 to 6 months mark, and then the styles, there's kind of a more of a range of styles for babies that are 3 to 6 months and up. So I really like having the ability to buy all different kinds of clothes for them too. So yeah, I like having a mixture. In terms of toddlers, I'm never really sure whether I would have a toddler now. My partner, she's quite scared of them, the toddlers, because she's like, I wouldn't want to wake up and have a toddler, like a big toddler sitting and staring at me. Although she loves Buddy, who's open-eyed, so I don't know. I once had a toddler when I was quite a lot younger, and I didn't keep her for that long, and I'm not sure why. I just don't know whether I bond with babies better. But who knows? Who knows what the future might bring? The next one is, do you buy and wrap gifts for your babies? I personally don't, but I'm kind of the same as baby girl Ida, in that I don't judge anybody who does, because I think it's lovely, and I really like watching those videos where people are unwrapping their presents that they've wrapped for their babies. It's just, for me personally, I think my imagination only goes so far, in that, you know, I love holding them and dressing them, and, you know, getting a bottle out every now and then to feed them, and writing some comments on Instagram that, you know, like, it's kind of role play. But I can't really get any more imaginative than that, you know, like, I can't pretend that they're opening things and stuff like that, just because it's not the way my mind works. But like I said, I really like watching other people do it, so I don't have an issue with it. And it's the same with like Christmas presents and things. I don't buy them Christmas presents and birthday presents really very often, simply because they're spoiled all the way through the year. Like, a month doesn't go by where I don't buy numerous things for them, so it's just like, it's kind of like Christmas and birthdays all the time for them. So I don't really spend more than usual around the month of Christmas or their birthdays, just because they're always spoiled. I mean, their drawers are full. I'm always swapping and changing clothes so I can buy more clothes for them. So yeah, I just don't really see it a necessary thing. The next one is, how do you divide your attention between your babies? Again, like baby girl Ida said, I don't really. I've tried before to kind of choose a baby a week. So I'd say, like, this week I'll spend more time with Esme, then the next week Ollie, and so on, and then kind of rotate it like that. But that was when I wasn't quite past the point of feeling guilty if I didn't spend more time with one baby than another. Whereas that's really not their purpose. I think their purpose is just to, well, they're just beautiful. They don't really have an end purpose. They're just beautiful, and that's what they are. And kind of their expressions kind of determine who I'm going to pick up, because Esme, Ollie, and Jet, they've all got peaceful expressions. Buddy and Tristan look very smiley and content. And Ruby and Rupert are obviously my two little grumps. And I think AJ is going to be peaceful too. And possibly so is my other baby, but we'll see. So it kind of depends on my mood. Like, if I'm feeling really sad and low, sometimes I might want to pick up Happy Baby up, or sometimes I might want to pick Ruby or Rupert up, because they kind of reflect how I'm feeling. And the peaceful ones, it's kind of, if I'm really stressed or if I'm struggling to find peace in myself, then I like to pick up one of those babies, because just looking at them, they just look so content with everything, and like they haven't got a worry in the world. So it really just depends on my mood, really. And then maybe just, if I feel like I've not picked up one particular baby for a while, and I miss their cuddles, then I'll pick them up too. But they all get tons of attention, so no one really minds who I pick up when, because they all, I'm going to say no, but kind of like, that was inverted commas, because obviously they don't really know, but they all know that they're going to get cuddles and snuggles soon enough. There's never, you know, a huge period of time between when one gets snuggles and the other one doesn't, so it's never really been an issue. And the last question is, why do you love them? And there's numerous reasons why I love these babies so much. And I'm not going to go, it'll probably take a whole different video to explain why I love them so much, but I will just say briefly that the reason I got into them so much, and I love them, well, the main reason that I started collecting them was kind of for a therapeutic reason. They really help with my mood, and they just bring me a lot of comfort when I pick them up and when I look at them. There's just something about a baby that's really pure and innocent, and kind of just content with the world and the way everything is, and that really means a lot to me. And also just for the pure beauty and the level of work that goes into them and the detail. And I just really appreciate that kind of level of dedication and artwork. So there's that reason too. And obviously there's the clothes. Like, me and my mum love shopping for their clothes. Just everything about them that I could go on forever and ever and ever. So maybe I'll make a separate video about that. But that's all the questions. I just thought I'd quickly do that. I do have another video to upload, which I should have uploaded before this. And I did start uploading it, but it just paused on 14% for about 3 hours, so I stopped. But I will upload that soon. And that's all I have to say, I think. That was just a quick video, and I'm really sorry that we've been away. It's just been a bit hectic here lately, and I will try and get back into the routine of making videos more often. So Tristan is going to wave because I think he's going to go back to bed, because I don't think he's very happy being awake right now. Although actually he seems quite happy. But yeah, he's got a little hand that looks perfectly like he's waving, kind of like the Queen. So yeah, anyway, so we're going to say bye from Tristan, and I'll hopefully get around to uploading that other video later too. So thank you guys for watching, and thank you baby girl Ida for the tag. Bye guys.